So I want to ask about photographing with your phone, because a lot of visitors, they come and they're not professionals. They don't have a DSLR professional camera like you do. And they're showing up with an iPhone or another smartphone. And I personally think that phones nowadays, the technology is absolutely amazing. People hand me an iPhone 10 or an iPhone X. I'm not quite sure which it is.
Same thing.
And I'll take a photo of their family and just be blown away with how amazing the photo looks.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I saw you have an iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have tips for someone who doesn't have a professional camera but has an iPhone or another smartphone? What's the best way to get photos that look professional or look really good that you'd be proud of printing out and hanging on your wall?
Pretty much every photography tip that I gave, you can also apply to modern iPhones because they are so good. The only thing that you might still have trouble with is taking photos at night. But any sort of daytime shots, if you have an iPhone 10 or an iPhone 8, you're going to get amazing results. I mean, very, very comparable to high quality cameras these days. I have an iPhone 7 and personally I don't use that for my photography. What I primarily use that for is selfies with friends and transferring photos from my camera onto my phone so I can post them from my phone. But other than that, my phone is basically just used for selfies.
That's good to know. I know I'm very different. I take almost 100% of my Washington, D.C. photos on my phone. I do have a proper camera, but almost never use it because it's heavy and, I can just throw the phone in my pocket. I always have it with me. And a lot of people have commented, they said, oh, what kind of camera do you use for your Instagram photos? And I say, oh, my phone. And they're kind of surprised that the phone can take such good photos. Now, for someone like you, a professional photographer, you probably look at those and know right away that they're not taken on a proper camera. But I think to the untrained eye, phones these days can take really, really awesome photos.
Yeah, and especially for landscapes. And, with the newer iPhones, you have portrait mode as well. So you can pretty much take portraits that look very professional.
So for someone who doesn't really know, what is portrait mode? Can you describe it to someone who has never used a proper camera before, what it's doing and what the photos look like?
Yeah, so portrait mode on your iPhone, if you haven't tried it out yet, go try it out now. Basically what it'll do is it'll focus on your subject and it'll blur out that background, which is called bokeh. But most of the time when you see a photo like that, you think it's a professional photo, but these days phones can get that blurred out background as well. And if you take some photos of yourself in DC with portrait mode, it'll look like you actually had a professional photographer following you around for your whole trip.
Hey, thanks for listening to this podcast highlight. This is just a small piece of the entire episode. So if you want to hear the whole thing, you can search for Trip Hacks DC in your favorite podcast app. Or head on over to triphacksdc.com/podcast. If you like getting these clips, make sure to subscribe to this channel by clicking or tapping on the Trip Hacks DC logo, which is popping up right now at the bottom of the screen. If you want to watch another clip, go ahead and click or tap up here. Or for Washington, D.C. tips and hacks videos from the main channel, go ahead and click or tap right down here. Enjoy your trip!